Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, where we're trying to figure out why Kay has been arrested, aside from just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, it seems. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Kay, why did you tell her you were the Yatagarasu? Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu? Exactly, but it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. She's not wrong. Kay, you didn't really do yourself any favors. Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin. I don't know if that necessarily helps. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Oh, we can do it. We can do this. Okay.
Hold it.
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there's only this girl. Ugh. It's not really great evidence. In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight.
Hold it.
I don't really see anything we can attack. The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire. Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. Oh no, did Gumshoe start the fire? In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears. Gumshoe started the fire. I have to know what he was doing that caused that. Just because she calls herself that doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Let me see. Her logic is very sound. I expect nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. She killed Mr. Cochin for the key. I'm gonna press that. I think we have something. So you're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents? As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret. Which means that the goal of tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. You have it all wrong. It was a fake that sent that card. Your words are meaningless. You truly are innocent. Let's see some proof. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I leave it to you to handle this. Yes, I'd rather you did. The Yatagarasu's goal, huh? You can claim she's innocent, but you can't change the facts I've already outlined.
Hold it.
I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. No, but if you saw the self-purported Yatagarasu standing in front of a body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself? Even so, I'd still like to listen to what that person had to say before I pass judgment. Ha! Are you talking about yourself in those times when you were under suspicion? I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience. I personally know that feeling really well, sir. And given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like, too. I'm fine with never experiencing it, ever. Are you done with your little group conference? So Agent Sheena suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Yatagarasu, but if I can prove that the Yatagarasu's goal is not related to murder, then I may be able to begin to reason with her. What do we have? Alright, so I know it's... not this one. No. She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Do we... I think we have something. Let's take a look at the... no, not that. Not that. Oop, oh no, I don't really want to look at that. Alright, that's fine. One set of 3 ornamental knives covered in victim's blood. Blade... same as wound. Okay. The Yatagarasu stole this from the embassy 7 years ago. It's also a knife. Oh, and that was the key! Right? Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh. Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I'm certain securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Yeah. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Oh, there we go. The simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. And perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him. No. Because it's the Yatagarasu key. If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Need reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. Why would she return the key, though? Ugh. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death. But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. Oh, crap. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? My goal in life is to figure out why. It'll be like the first episode and then probably never again the rest of the recording session. Happened the last 2 days I was recording Final Fantasy VI as well. It's like, as soon as I start, I tried to fight it for like 5 minutes and I couldn't. I don't know why. Let me just tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her way behind bars. Okay. Definitive evidence. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special three-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony at all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. Wait, there is, though. That's your definitive evidence? You see now that she's definitely the killer, right? Yo, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear. You came in here because you were chasing the suspicious person. That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights. But then... Ah! Who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. Why would she scream if she was the murderer? I'm going to get to attack that, right? Because that makes no sense. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me... You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? That, I don't know, but I know they came in here. That sounds like the desperate excuse of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. Are we just gonna ignore the glaring contradiction there? You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't... Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry, I can and I will. What do we got? Okay, I don't see an issue there. I'm gonna go through these and try to pick one out. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding.
Hold it.
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? Yeah. I was also on the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw the girl standing there, motionless with the knife in her hands. But I already told you, I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. But when I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then... I found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you, we can't trust the words of a suspect? The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it? Alright, so we need to come up with evidence. That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence I find a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. Is it the knife? Some of his blood is still on the blade. The knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. It's like how this one is practically drenched in sir. Oh, is this all new? Oh, sorry. Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. Could I also point out I think, hold on. Or is it at this one? I ask that you please refrain from speculation. It's a sound hypothesis derived from evidence. There's no room for debate. What? It's still conjecture. Ugh. Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. She seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Sheena, please continue with your testimony. Okay. The knife is part of a special three-piece set, but has a design like no other. I don't really see any room for debate there, but let's just throw what we got at it. About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it? Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart? Let's ask Ambassador Polano for more details, shall we? The knives are indeed special. I don't remember what his voice was. That wasn't it. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Bebel, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design. Along with the Alabastion set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each. I see. Oh, wait. Are you satisfied now? If so, let us continue. Oh, wait. I'm gonna press that just to do it. No, I believe there's still room for debate, and I'll thank you to not decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at reality the way it is. You sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? I don't know why. I love that. Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you. Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different. Are the two of you done chatting? Agent Sheena's proof is the Babbly's knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah, so, how are you gonna prove that Kay didn't do it, sir? If Agent Sheena wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, then it must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder. But do you have any such evidence, sir? Yes, there's one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me, and I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Sheena. Alright, I know it's the knife, but where? Wait, I want to see. No, that doesn't have. Oh, wait. Where does it go, though? Does it go here? Can I zoom in? There's a lot of skill detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable. So I guess people can change them whenever they... Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun detect. Oh! Okay. Oh. Where does it go? Okay. It's that, but where does it go? I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. Is it there? The knife is part of a 3-piece special set with a design like no other. Man, any one of these 3 could be it. Which one is it? No, okay, so it's not that one. So I need the knife and I need it at one of these 3 statements. I do like the DS versions of these games for being able to like go back and forth with the testimony instead of having to like go through it again because I can look at all 3. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. Oop. Okay, so that we don't have anything against because it was that blade, but it's not that handle because there's no blood on it. Oh, so no, it's gotta be this statement then. Because there's no blood on the handle. So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? Yeah, what are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. That's how there were no prints on it. Okay, alright. That makes sense now. That was hard because I feel like I could have presented the knife at any of those 3 statements and it would have kind of gotten us to the same place. I don't know if the game would have accepted it, but it seems like it should. It wasn't the real murder weapon. No, well, No, the blade was real. The knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? There we go, yeah. As you can see, the Babyliss knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. So I bet if we were to go to the other embassy, they're missing a knife too. Here's all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Ah! This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay. I don't think it clears up any and all suspicion, but like it helps. Babyliss knife handle discovered at the Babyliss Embassy Secretariat's office. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles. Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem. Gotta have something. The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Wait. Is that it? I can't see what it is. I'm sure it's like even worse. Can I examine that? What's this mark here? It's the mark of a flower. Yes! Oh, I so freaking nailed it. I assume you know what this means. No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove that the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this... Meh. You can't be serious. It appears that you've made the connection. Yes! The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Babel's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babyliss in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babyliss embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the 2 countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Got her! Ugh. Oh, it feels good. Whoop, way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory. Well, something's gonna come along and mess it up. Why'd you... Gumshoe jinxed us. He had to say something. I was feeling so good. Yep. Huh. Hey, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next. Wait, what? What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here? Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babel? It didn't just find its way over, rather we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's where a real great thief operates. Ixnay on the whole thief thing. Okay. Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really, but... Haha, come on. You don't have to be shy about it. You. Your argument is still not airtight. Do you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. Not again, look! How many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. Wait. Flip table, I'm out. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire. What? Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. What? Mishina. Yes. I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some impostor to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope that you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you, too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Whew. Well, I guess you'd better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alabasta. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Bye, Sheena. To be continued. All right, cool. We'll call it an episode there. All right, at least we got Kay off the hook. Now I'm curious to see who's going to be our helper in the next chapter. I'm very sad this seems to be the last chapter, but I'm also very much looking forward to seeing all of the events tie together. I'm very excited for that, and I hope you are as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.